Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Lathe spin like planets in the void. Galactic, roach clip renaissance. Handcrafted so drastic. Medicinal vibes, smoke signals in the skies. Anxieties dissolve, grumpy keeping it wise. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fades when the beats collide. Like the tribe, hit subscribe, ride the high tide. Making art with the grind, G sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settle slow, we vibe in collisions. From mortals to cosmos, Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this.
Good morning, Jim. What do we do?
From mortals to cosmos, Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hands steady, making roach clips for this.
Hey, good morning, Jack. Oh, goodness. Trying to get these earbuds situated here. Oh, goodness.
Making art with the grind, you sharp on the edges. Chasing peace, not gold or hedges. Aliens whisper, spin it with precision. Dust settles slow, we vibe in collisions.
Hey, good morning, Tim.
From mortals to
Good morning,
cosmos,
everybody.
Lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog.
Bazzy, good morning.
Hand steady, making roach clips for this.
What am I doing? All right. My head. Oh, it might be my head. Who knows?
Wood chips flying, keeping troubles at bay. Epoxy roach clips and creation so smart. Crafting a kingdom, all straight from the heart.
First coffee down, refill time. Ooh, snot, you've been ahead of the game. I ain't even took a first sip yet. Hadn't even had the first sip. I've been out here trying to mess with my computer stuff. My cameras are my old cell phones, and one of them it doesn't want to charge, so it dies on me throughout the day, but then starts to charge again for some reason, and it's 100% charged come morning time, but it's turned off, and I have to fight to get it to come back on. Oh, but we should be good to go. Camera-wise, took me a minute. Hey, good morning, Spike. Temperamental. It's just been through heck and back, and it was a cheap old phone to begin with.
Polished wood gleams like an artist's dream. The hum of creation drowns out the strain.
Why is this earbud so funny sounding? I got different earbuds. Yesterday it was working good yesterday afternoon, but this morning it just, I don't know. Could be in my head too, I could be still asleep. There we go, sounds better now. Oh goodness, y'all. All right, let's see. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Ooh. I need to get a small wireless switcher.
LaidBak carving, spin all day. Wood chips flying, keeping troubles at bay. Epoxy roach clips.
I gotta peel all this epoxy off of my cup so we can mix some more colors. I like using these little silicone mixers. You get much bigger than this and they can be a mess because they squish on you and spill. See, are we in the, yeah. All right, this is gonna be a sneak peek on the sticks. Remember I did that lighter case with the leftover? I tried to do the lighter case. I think there's a couple of air bubbles in there. We'll find out. Oh my. Oh heck yeah. I can see some purple in it. Oh. Come on.
Epoxy drips like a fiery stream.
Got a little squidgy, a little out of shape on the bottom right there. But I hadn't used these molds in forever. Snatched it up real quick and went to using it, so. It worked. Come on. My hands is asleep and they don't want to get the mold back in. I say asleep, they just don't want to work. There we go. All right. It's not as clean as it could be. It's dusty. You can tell it had a lot of dust in there. That's why it's kind of hazy. It's not as shiny as it would be. But that'll clean up when I go to carve it and seal it. It'll get that shine back. This light's about dead. Eyes red rim, but the soul feels light. Join the fellowship, the tribe ignites. Alright, I'm going to assume the glow pigments cut it back, so I just don't know if it's going to glow. We'll find out. Hold on. But you can see the difference between the black and the purple. Oh, it glows. Not super bright, but it glows. All right. Yeah, there's a purple and black lighter case. Hey, good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Bill. If I missed anybody, good morning. I was over there messing. Yeah, it was a different one. Yeah, I went through and was figuring it out towards the end yesterday. Monkeys come in and told me about it, and then he was going back and forth, and I was looking it all up. I've been subscribed to Wes before, and I guess it's one of them ones that it's kicked me out of the subscription because I don't go in there as often. All right, now let's do the blanks. That's what I'm ready to see. All right. Oh, I need a tool to open these dang on. It's like waiting for Christmas when you pour these things, because you don't know. Got an idea what you want them to look like, but you're clueless on what they're going to look like. And then that's how they sit in my pressure pot. You know, they sit in that little bucket. So just in case we have spills, it don't ruin the bottom of my pot. And I got a piece of the bottom of the pressure pot's got like a, it's kind of like a bowl. It's rounded in the bottom, and so I got a piece of wood cut that sits flat in the bottom to keep it flat, you know. And then I set this down inside the little Tupperware container in case it spills over. Don't want them to spill over, but and it's not bad on getting them out of this. This worked out pretty cool. The pipes would slide straight through, but there's some spillage on there, like candle wax, so it almost stops them from going through. But hey, it works. All right, now let's see how easy these bad boys come out. That is the thing. We want them to come out of there good still. Oh goodness, they do. Pushed it out with my finger, y'all. Oh, look at that. That's where I was pouring them in layers, and then I tried to stick the stick in there and stir it some. That's basically where it went in at right there. So that's what I got to figure out, is the whole swirling and stirring. I'm afraid when I push the stick in there to mix the colors, that if I swirl it around too much, that it's gonna mix it up and make it muddy. And so I'm still learning with that. Still trying to figure that out. But look at I love this stuff, y'all. Oh, oh, this one wants to fight me a little bit. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Where'd my screw go? I got one that don't want to just push out with my fingers, so that's okay. Where's my Phillips head screwdriver? Uh-oh, there it goes. Put a screw on the bottom of the plug and snatched it out with my hammer, and it started to come. So it's broke loose. Still wasn't that bad, just had to get it to budge a little bit, then it broke loose. I gotta let these sit for about a week before I turn them. But we'll see how those come out. I was talking about it yesterday. I want to get a couple of Jake Thompson's blanks. He uses that Alumilite resin, and I'm thinking about buying that next. But that stuff's $100 to buy, you know, the setup I need. But I've never turned that Alumilite, so I don't know how it spins compared to what I've been turning. And I don't want to buy something and spend $100 on it if I'm going to have to fight, you know, to turn every piece I turn. And I say fight because I don't know how it's going to turn. I know some of that resin just acts different. But yeah, before I order the resin itself, I want some of those blanks.
Playlist lit, same hoodie 3 days, we still talking our shit. Mailman side-eye when the smoke drifts past, but time moves slow when the spin's so fast. Whoa, aliens come, get grumpy, cosmos bound, soar from the work made in pain, stay off the ground, like, subscribe, stick around for another round.
Wiping this stuff down, it's a little slick with that mold release stuff. That's cool though. I like the way that come out. A little black on the bottom, and that purple kind of bleeds into it. It's got that mica, so it'll have a little pearlescence on that. But then the purple don't have any because the purple was that neon. It shows up in the black light as the purple. Yeah, I got to figure out the whole stirring it and mixing it. This one I think is gonna have the coolest swirl in it. I think that one. Won't know until I turn them, really. But let's see how much glow. Turn the lights off altogether. Oh. I need a brighter light. And then again, the glow pigment, you know, it's that neon's supposed to be neon, I guess, instead of glow. Ah, it still glows though.
Same stool, same chair, same old hoodie with the pain to wear. Phone on the crate, comments roll like a tide, turn the volume up.
That was the leftover purple resin. Alright, I think they'll be alright.
If you know, then you know that sound. Little bit of rage, still peace all around. From the shop to the stars, we roam in this town. Laid back soul, never staying on the ground. Hey!
Just don't really look black with that pearlescence and the mica in there. It's got more of a silver gray look in my eyes. Almost a green. It's like that black and silver. All right, we'll let those dry and see how they come out. I say dry, let them cure up. What we talking, food? Yes, almonds with cheese. Oh, that sounds good. Ooh. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, I like the way the colors come out. That's some Spike colors. Spike said black and purple, so I threw black and purple in there and seen what happened. It looked good though. That's the thing about it. You know, it's with that, if it was laid out in, say, like the rectangle style pen blanks, that black and purple, oh, you could have swirled that so many different crazy ways. I'm gonna eventually start doing some rectangle molds along with my round molds, but I will do more round molds for sure because it's less waste. That's 90% of why I do them round, is less waste. I'd much rather do them rectangles because I can play with the coloration of them and all, but
chanting around the carving table. Grumpy's art is in
all this turns off of it as you turn it though.
wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan.
And I will get this little purple puck out of the bottom of this too so I can throw it in my box.
They know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aylin's chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shaving scatter like cosmic dust. Grumpy's carving in the neon glow.
Goodness, I say I will. Bottom of this cup's got a little ledge around there, a little lip. It's keeping it tucked in there, not letting that piece go. So what's everybody got planned for today? I have no clue what I'm doing. Sitting here in the garage going crazy as usual. I need this mess to just, I need to find that fast forward button for life and fast forward this stuff for about 2 months. I'm in this stage of daggum limbo right now that I don't like being in.
Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shaving scatter like cosmic dust. Grumpy's faith in fun is the only must. Aliens chant around the carving table. Grumpy's art is anything but stable.
Ah, there we go.
Questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife.
I like that. That's almost see-through like stained glass. Here in the bottom of the cup was scratched up.
No plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand.
Yep, I'll put this piece in my box. That'll go in there with all my extras and my little waste pieces. Because like I said, I'll throw all those into a crazy like hybrid style blank and see how that comes out.
Grumpy's hands
And you can make like,
ain't
that's neat.
aliens clap, it's out of hand. Oh. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Got surreal.
I sanded on these a little bit yesterday, a couple different times. It takes a while because I had to make the little mop sanders like that, and then I'll give it heck for a little while, and then it just wears out to where it don't do too much no more, and then I turn around and make another one. But I'll go through stages of that. That was probably 2 different setups, and I just had 1 on that one. But they're coming along. I didn't do no sanding to this one yet. I'll get that on there today. That's my vitamin D time. I go out the side, sit in the sun a little bit. I don't like doing the sun too much though.
Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land, instant hype, no fright. Smoking medication, sky high flight.
All right,
workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night.
I have inserts.
UV rays hit the resin just right.
We could do some more blanks today if y'all want to.
Outshine the night. Laid back carvings, vibrations ignite. In the lab,
We gotta clean this up.
Like and subscribe. Join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop.
And that's what I'm gonna do, you know.
Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride
The magic wands.
roach clips in hand, extraterrestrial.
They're magic for some at a point. Once you medicate, right? Let's see.
Workshop sessions, creativity.
All right, y'all. I'm in the house real quick.
Sky high, where aliens take a second. Like and
Sleep pretty hard here. Y'all hear me?
join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance.
All right. What kind of color combinations are we thinking, y'all? Give me 3 colors.
Tales of the beyond. Epoxy creations.
I got some neon, and I got pretty much all the primary colors in there.
Chronic pain.
Some of the off shade.
Therapeutic dawn. Workshop whispers.
Try to scrub some of this little loose epoxy off that silicone cup real quick.
Infinite bond. Roll up reality. Spaceship spawn. Chronic pain fades. Therapeutic dawn. Workshop whispers. Tales of the beyond. Epoxy creations. Infinite bond. Roll up reality. Spaceship spawn. Chronic pain fades. Therapeutic dawn.
Did I get it? Nice.
Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land, instant hype, no fright. Smoking medication, sky.
I love these little silicone cups.
Therapy,
Oh.
good night.
Sid's repurposing. Hello. Oh. There we go. How are we doing this morning? You should have you. I can't say wrench no more because it ain't wrenches. You should have your shield. There you go.
Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens miss.
Symmetrical looks like an old bit for a hand drill. Well, just keep playing with that. You got the swirl going around with it, you know, just gotta work it out to where, unless you want that look, if you want that wild look to it, that's just You just gotta get twisty with it. Have a good day, Bill. Thank you for coming by. I hope you have an awesome day.
Lost, eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed, peace found among aliens in the mist, chronic pains a ghost, anxieties dismissed, like to the tribes.
Australia, whoo, that's on the other side for sure. You got old crazy Milton, Florida right here. But hey, they say Australia's wild. Well, they say Florida is like the United States version of Australia. That's South Florida though. You get down there around the Everglades and stuff. We got cottonmouths and alligators and stuff up here, but I don't think it's quite as wild as South Florida. Grumpy, it's okay for first try. There you go. Just got to get in there and mess with it. That's like with me starting that swirly stick, you know, it's getting the start. It messes with me. I'll look at that shape forever, you know. It can see the swirl in it. It's just picking it up and getting that initial cut, because it's like, where do you start? Where do you begin? But once I get going with it, I get in my rhythm and they'll flow pretty smooth. Hey, good morning, Robin. I'd love to be down there a little bit further south where we'd have the pythons and the constrictors or whatever out there in the wild. Yes, sir. My crazy butt be out there trying to catch them. All right, y'all. I don't even have my medicine going this morning. I was excited to see what those blanks were gonna look like. So that was the first thing I got into when I got out here. Got everything powered up and turned on, and then did the reveal. Those look good though. Now I need to fast forward it so I can turn one of them and see what it's gonna look like. Me and that fast forward button, y'all. I need that fast forward button. I'm telling you. I would like to be able to rewind so I could fix some stuff, but you know, I've come to the conclusion if I would have had the rewind button, then you know, wouldn't make me who I am today. You know, so I want to change stuff in the past, but at the same time, that's what's made me, you know, so I have to take those lessons, the good with the bad, right? You got to take the good with the bad, unfortunately. All right, we got some, my last bit of supersonic. There we go. For flower season, Snoop. It's flower season every day here.
Roach clips, shiny, dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hand.
No, can't change my past, exactly. Can't change it. I can just look at what I did and move forward today in a better direction. That's it.
Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into
Move forward in a better direction. And I did. I was a good guy. Yesterday, you know, the wife and I were doing our divorce. she's been slowly getting out of here and not staying here as much. You know, that's the way it's gonna be, right? But she's being cool as she can be, you know, helping out. And I'm gonna get upset. Her mom and dad's not in the best of health. Her mom especially right now. And her sister's supposed to be staying there and helping take care of her. But she don't. There's always something up with her where somebody else has to step in and do what needs to be done. And so she come back on this side of town because she had to babysit her mom last night. You know, she didn't want to come back over or nothing. And then I offered her that, you know, I cooked stuffed bell peppers last night. And I told her, hey, you're more than welcome to come by for supper. You know.
Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth.
Gotta wear your PPE, people. Keep that sawdust out your eye.
Of machines as it
Oh.
begins. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy.
She just got a lot of stuff she deals with that she doesn't like going to her parents no more. And she has to go over there. And it's like, you know, if you're at the point to where you can't go over there for your own mental health because it's bothering y'all so much, then y'all need to put them in a home. You know, nobody wants to be put in a retirement home or something, but if your family's not going to take care of you and help you out, you know, you need to be where somebody's going to take care of you. Nobody wants to go, but oh, they might have been asshole for parents, but still, they your parents.
Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloud dreams, watch the colors roll, hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol, roach clips bonded, stories to unfold, therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide, healing in creation, it's where we reside, pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide, through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. In the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares.
Won't be long she'll have neither on her parents. And she hates them right now, but I think when the day comes that they're not here, she's gonna hate herself. But that's just my opinions on it. I could be wrong. She could do a backflip today to hit the dirt. There's no telling. Because I don't know her. I thought I knew her, but evidently I don't. Alright, y'all. I got my Yorkshire polish yesterday. So, hey, we got a whole new container. We're not almost out no more. That's a good thing, right? Did the happy dance on that one, we did. And then I got, now y'all, this is funny as funny can be. It's funny, but it's not funny. Let me show y'all my little conundrum. I ordered a gas shock for my office chair, my little computer chair. I say office chair, you know, my little roll around chair, I guess you could say. I ordered an, let's see, I was talking that I needed a bar stool, you know, that was taller and got me higher up around my lathe. Well, I can sit at my lathe in this chair that I'm in right now, but it's just like I need to be a couple inches higher. And so I got to looking on the computer, and you can replace those air shocks on your chairs whenever they get to where they don't work. You just got to beat them apart, you know, and get them put in there. Well, I found a replacement shock that was about 8 inches longer. So with the chair like adjusted where it's as low as it'll go, it'd be about as high as this one will go at its highest point, you know. And then when I raise it up, you know, I got like 8 inches height that I'm fixing to get out of it. Or it was at 6 inches. There was several inches traveled more for that new shock, so it should be the right height for me to sit at the lathe in my chair. And then I ordered where'd it go? It's in there somewhere. Oh, it's in this bag. I ordered these fingers right here. It's a chuck extender, I guess. It was supposed to help me with my blanks, but it goes on here and let's see, grabs like that, opens up and grabs. All right, and if you see that diamond in the center right there, that's for it to grab your rectangle blanks. You know, the rectangle style pin blanks, because it grabs it by the corners. It would widen out. So let me just do it like this. And grabs them by the corners and tightens down and holds it. Keeps it square in your chuck. But the piece here is different on the plate. Now that piece catches in the center, this piece catches on the outside, so it'll grab tighter, but not open up wider, but close tighter than what these would. Thought that would help me. No, it don't. But what did help me, and I didn't notice this until after I done spent the money. So I might keep it, but excuse me, I might just send them back because I don't see myself using them. Excuse me. Right here, when you close this up, there's a set screw right here that goes in. It keeps this from opening up. I never noticed that screw there until yesterday. I mean, I've noticed it there because I've seen it about to come out and I've tightened it back up. But that damn screw needed to come out a long time ago. Because this was the problem, you know, it closes this tight. It's not gonna grab that right there, you know. All right, that little round hole that you can see, that's for the worm screw that goes in there for like when you're trying to do bowls or something to hold your piece. This piece goes in there.
spins, I'm grinning, no fear.
Well, I've been cheating and using that opening that holds that piece to try to hold my blanks, but I would spin them smaller right here to where they'd fit in there better. With that screw out of there, this stuff opens up like a freaking 1/4 inch more. It opens way up in there. I can hold where'd it go? Excuse me. Ooh, getting excited. Oh, chicken bones. And see, like, this is bigger than my blank. I can put that big old piece in there now and grab that. So figuring that screw come out and those would open up more, I don't need these at all. But I do have to be careful, because I know if I keep turning this the wrong way, these will slide all the way off. You know, that's why that screw's there, is to keep them from falling off. But yeah. Crazy what you learn if you slow down and look at stuff. Or if you read instructions. Imagine it tells me that if I look at the instructions for that. Let's see. I got the instructions for it, but I've never paid it no attention and gone through it. Go figure. I will probably send the little extenders back, or I might keep them. I don't know. I mean, it's $14. It's probably going to be more of a headache to return it, but I could use that $14. That's sandpaper or something, right? Being that typical bullheaded male, right? Now, I know some women that don't like doing the instruction thing either, so I don't think it's just a male thing. I think it's just an ego thing.
Grumpy in the shop, new year, new leaf. Carving out dreams with shaking belief. Chiseling edges, letting go of grief. Woodside smooth, feeling some relief.
Yeah, the pin jaws. Oh, stickers. Yeah. Shoot, you want a sticker trade with me, Sid? Send me your email, or send me your address to an email. I'll trade stickers with you in a heartbeat. I'll trade stickers with anybody. I know you don't even have to have a sticker. If you want one of my stickers, just send me an email, and we'll connect. Get your address, and I'll send some stickers out. I don't mind sending them out. But if you do have stickers, that would be awesome. I'd love to do a sticker trade. I love stickers. I got stickers all over my board in here. I got to get some of my 420 stickers up. I don't put my 420 stickers up as much because I don't want to cloud up the community board. It's like my community board is how I look at it, because it's all these stickers I got on here. It's all the people I follow, all their channels and whatnot. What did you learn about the stickers, Jen? You said wish someone would have told me to ask AI about how to do stickers. I haven't done that. I mess with my son all the time and tell him, I said, y'all have Google at your disposal, because he'll ask questions about how to do this or how to do that. And I'm like, daggone, Google will tell you everything. And then AI is getting about the same way.
Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like, subscribe, ride the creative blaze.
Empty coffee pot.
Sharp blade cutting, pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke sculpt.
That's why I do the Keurig cups. Never empty.
Transmit 'em precise, out of this world. Roach clip got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin to light. Therapy ain't a couch, it's chisels and light.
Let me get these up out of the way so they can sit here and cure. Ooh, and I got my Let's resin, UV resin came in. Ordered 2 little containers of that. And it came with a new little resin light, which is cool. My old one was given out on me. Not bad little bottle, but the way I use it, these little bottles will last me a good bit. Because I use it mainly just for my Lichtenberg burns, and then now some of my paint boards, I say paint boards, my burn boards that I make with the pyrography and stuff on there. I'll burn my image, with the pyrography. Excuse me. And then when I go to paint it, I'll use resin and then my pigments, and do it just like paint, I'll pour my resin in here, mix my pigments up, and I will paint it with that UV resin and then cure it, and it gives it that 3D texture because that UV resin stands up off the board, so you can rub your hand across it and feel the texture and stuff like that, and just gives it a little bit of depth. And then you have all that mica and stuff like that from the powders and that pearlescence in your picture. They look nice. I've sold every one of them I've done like that. They've sold. So, and I couldn't paint no more like that because of my other stuff was about out. So yeah, it will work out. And then this light's pretty cool. My kickstands work, of course, but it's got a timer on there. I can hit it for, what is it? Aliens whisper notes, transmit them precise. 60, 90, and 150. It's not bad. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin to light. Therapy ain't a couch, it's chisels and light. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze. Roll tight medication, floating out of space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like. We gotta clean up our mess in the box, though. I'm not gonna have no choice but to clean up today because I'm gonna go to. If I don't do my boards outside, I'm gonna do my boards inside, and I got to get some prepped up to paint. Like I said, the 28th is coming, but it's coming quick. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze. Roll tight medication, floating out of space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like, subscribe, ride the creative blaze. I want to mix up some more blanks, but I don't want to put y'all through that torture again. If that takes me forever, and I really ain't doing nothing as boring as can be. And I'm waiting on my cut saw. Hey, good morning, Kamari. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal. Hey, Jen, I have like 5 or 6 damn spiral notebooks out here, and every one of them got different crap wrote down into them because it's like, yeah, I'll write it down and I remember what to do. No, I don't remember. I lose the notebook and start another one and forget I put shit in this notebook or that notebook. But writing stuff down though, for sure, that'll help you. It'd give you that little to-do list, but just don't do like me. Just have one book. I need to go through and condense all my crap into one and then go ahead and file the rest of them, because I won't get rid of them. I'll keep them damn notebooks. You know, there won't be but a whole 5 subject notebook, and I might have one groups of the subjects, you know, with relevant information. The rest of it'd be just junk. You know, but I won't get rid of it.
He's got the light humming, takes the edge away. Hands busy with creation, let the trouble stray. Smoke curls in the air, medication's friend.
I kid you not. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spiral notebooks. And you think I'm joking? I can grab them right now. Boom. I'm not kidding. Good morning, Mr. Johnny. They do. When you go back and look at them, you can't make heads or tails of what you put down there because you wrote it down real fast in your form of shorthand, and then you done changed that form of shorthand a month down the road. So yeah, it's cryptic as hell. You look at it and try to make heads or tails of what you made, and it's like, what did I do? But a lot of it is, I'll doodle in some of them, so I have some drawings and stuff spread out in there. I need to condense them all down one day. But that is so much. That'd take me forever to figure out. Yeah, it's better just to flip through it. Ooh, I like that picture. Keep that. Flip through it. Ooh, keep that. But then burn the rest of them, because there's no telling what's wrote down in there. Legal pads. There you go. Some of them notebooks is from 2012. You know, back when I was in my computer class. That's my old A+ network where I was studying for my A+ to get my A+ and stuff, all the notes and stuff I was taking, and then my notes get visual because I have to do stuff to pay attention, and a lot of this was over videos and stuff like that. Let me see, where's the spot? Like, I would sit there and draw out all my plugs and stuff. The teacher thought I was sitting there just goofing off in class or something like that. And I'm like, no, sir, these are my notes. You know, I said, yeah. And he would look at my notebook and he's like, damn. And he said, you could teach the class off your notebook. I said, hey, that's how I have to learn.
Underneath the carving sun, carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that bright.
I guess y'all hear me talk. I explain everything with hella detail. Well, I try to write my notes with hella detail when I'm when I'm focused on it. There you go. Little poop out. Hey, William. Good morning, buddy.
Wood speaks louder than the pain and carves a path that's joy ordained.
Ooh, excuse me, yo.
Laid back digging
Right, there you go. That's what I'm saying with my notebooks. I have so much stuff that I have wrote down, different notes or different phone calls and stuff, because it's like I'll have a notebook in front of me open all the time. You know, so if I'm doing something, I'll jot it down real quick. Like if there's a website I'm trying to go to, I'll jot it down real fast. And so there'll be 5 or 6 different websites, a phone number, adding something up, just all kind of scratch on my papers. And then when the page gets full, I'll turn the page to the next page, and then that's what most of my notebooks are, so when I go back through, it's like, well, hell, I need to throw that away. Well, ooh, there might be some important numbers in there, somebody's social security number might be wrote down in there, so I won't throw them away.
Hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in
Not gonna do themselves. Put them in a dishwasher. I'm like that now, Tim, doing dishes. There's not as many people in the house dirtying up dishes all day, so there's not that many dirty dishes. I don't want to stand there and hand wash them no more, but there's really not enough to load in the dishwasher. I'll get lazy. I've loaded that dishwasher up and started it with just a few pieces in there. It would have put me, I could have hand washed it and put it up quicker than the dishwasher would have done it, but
rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow. Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain and carves a path that's joy ordained.
And then that's another thing too, though. When it's just me and my boy's gone to and he's off doing the college thing and not staying here at the house, I won't be dirty and crap up then. I'm easy. I don't have to cook no big meal. It's good for me to eat, healthier from time to time, but I mean, I could throw one of the little microwave dinners in there and be content. Just easier. I don't like this. I don't mind cooking. I like cooking, but it's just the meal prep. If it's something that I gotta prep and then cook, standing there prepping everything up, getting it ready, that just works on my back. Gets my legs and stuff to hurting real bad. And then way I cook, I'm eating on stuff while I cook. So by the time I get everything done, I'm not hungry to eat.
Grumpy laid back, sitting in his shed, scuffling with the wood piece in his head. Roach clips crafted, each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, carve problem stem. Whittle in his worries, chisel in hand. Lighten up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings.
Hey, good morning, Alan.
Therapy he's found.
So what do we do? We just gonna do it to it, yo. We're fixing to have some happy chocolate. Talking about sugar. What are you talking about? Sometimes you got to just put something on there to level out your sugar. Yeah, I gotta eat. That's it. But I gotta eat healthy too. Getting older, I can't just eat junk or something all the time. I got to put those nutrients and those vitamins in there. But right now we're putting some of that little happy chocolate. Yep. We're gonna stay happy this morning. Thunder Gouge, good morning.
Grumpy LaidBak, carving PCC, roach clips and more, wooden fantasies, therapeutic dreams flow with ease, crafting cool creations on two hands. Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded. Whittle in his worries, chisel in hand. Lighten up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy LaidBak.
William, have y'all started turning some pins yet? I know Heidi's been wanting to turn some pins, and I haven't watched. I don't know if y'all gotten into that yet or not. I know y'all were getting the kits and everything and was getting ready. Show you one of the ones that I did recently. That was the latest pin that I did, if y'all were still watching. That's out of one of the blanks I made. Now I didn't turn it good enough. Well, I mean, it looks beautiful, but when you look at it close, you can catch the tube, right? You can catch the blank with your fingernail. The blank's still just a little bit higher than the hardware. But working on it, that stuff's addictive once you start. Well, hell, y'all know, you got the bug. You turning the heck out of the bowls and everything. I can't wait to get a little bit bigger lathe. I want to step up and do bigger pieces. This lathe can do, what's it say again? Like 8 by 12 or 8 by 13 or something like that. But I feel that's just stressing the lathe when I do bigger pieces because of the motor. The motor's just dinky. Yeah, 12 by 8. And it's a little 3.2 amp motor. That's what I want to try to do is some small bowls. I want to get into doing the little lidded boxes. I want to make some little, I know for stash boxes, you know, for the 420, they're not going to be ideal because everybody wants those airtight and everything like that. Nowadays, you want to be able to vacuum the air out of your stash box. But just for like a daily little stash box, okay, some people will throw their nugs out onto something. So, okay, that's what I'm going to use today and no more, you know, and so little bitty, you know, just little bitty multi-purpose little lidded bowls. My big lathe is 30-40. That's a 30-inch bowl. Woo! That's a Stoner Super Bowl right there. That's like a monster cereal bowl. You're going live tonight? All right. Oh, tomorrow night. Okay. I'll catch y'all for sure. My big lathe is 30-40. All right. Well, you got to win like me. That's my lathe's a little win. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's my little lathe. Yeah, William, y'all's little Craftsman's about the size of that win. Yeah. The red one that's sitting right there in front of Heidi all the time. Yeah. Our big lace 12 by 36. That's not bad. I don't want nothing super huge, but you know, I want to be able to turn, you know, just a standard size plate or dinner bowl or something like that, or even the bigger vases. You know, all the shapes and stuff that I put into my little roach clips, I want to transfer those shapes into bigger shapes, you know, and make vases and stuff out of. You know, I think I could do it, and I think I could make some awesome looking pieces. They'll be bigger, and so it's going to take me longer, and it's going to be a whole new learning curve. And I guess the spindle work could be 100% different than that, but I just look at the shapes that I got and all my small pieces, and I try to look at those as being bigger pieces, and I feel they would just be awesome, you know.
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul.
You know, you look at some of the shape in that. Like, take the ball off the bottom of that and look at that coming up, you know, and then put a rim on the top. That would be a crazy looking shape for a vase, you know. All these little shapes and stuff on these spindles, you just blow them up and then hollow them out, you know. And that's where my mentality's going with it, you know. I got some crazy shapes, and yeah, that's what I want to do, man. And I can't do it on this baby lathe.
As they said, I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. She's a baby lathe, not a damn cruiser. Yeah, she's just little. I mean, the motor can do it, but that's just it. I've already burnt the motor up once, and this is one of those little brush motors. And the way the daggum brushes are, I have to take the motor off the lathe in order to get to the brushes, to mess with the brushes. And that's why I haven't done it yet. If I could just push it to the side and remove a cap, you know, and pull the brushes out, and it'd be easier, but the lathe bed covers one side of it.
Grumpy's got a shop, hand steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creations ornate. Lighter cases sharp.
Oh, that's a dang good price. Well, what's the currency difference? Is your dollar more than our dollar? Might be the same. This one was hell. I think it was just over 200, I think, when I got it. Hey, it was a few years back. I don't quite remember. I know I paid for it with roach clips, and then I built roach clips and sold to pay for buying it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about that the other day. A lot of your lathes are all the same manufacturer. They're just branded by the company who buys them. And then when they brand them, they change a few features, like where they mount the control box or where they put the plates or the tool holder. But if you look at the overall configuration of the machine, they're all machined the exact same. Let's see, I'll show y'all my first lathe. Oh, and it worked. This was my baby. This is the first one I had. I bought it as I think they was marketed as a little bead lathe or whatever, but it's like, well, I can buy that for, you know, less than $50, and it'd be the same principle as the big lathe, and I can see if it's something I'll even be into, right? And I made a bunch of little roach clips with this thing and sold them $20 a piece until I had enough money to buy this guy. And then it's like, heck yeah. And then I've made so many roach clips off of this and sold them that this has paid for itself 10 times over. But I want to upgrade and get a bigger lathe, and when I get a bigger lathe, I want to turn this one into a polishing station.
Glow bright edges, life's a strobe like glow. Hands cramped steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his zone, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
This end just needs to be tweaked down a little bit, and I can try to cook through it. I've already polished it up as good as I'm gonna do this thing. I want to make some new stuff, but my neck and my back are still bothering me. Don't need to be standing and looking down like I'm doing. That's why I got to get my chair situated where I'm sitting and I'm looking straight. Because with my neck, that looking down, that stuff don't work with me. But I'll be damned, I cannot sit here and not do this stuff. So yeah, we'll get it figured out. Hey, good morning, Matthew. Scratched myself on something over here, y'all. I was leaking a little bit. But that's about the right size. They say I'm standing up and I'm higher than my camera with my face right now, looking down. And that's no good. When I sit down in my chair, my nose is almost level. I'm a little bit higher, and I need to get just a little bit higher because, let's see, it's hard to explain it. I'm looking down the back side of my piece when I'm working and seeing how it's shaping up. I need to get used to looking across the top of my piece at the shadow it makes to see how it's shaping up once I'm sitting down. But I know I can do it. I'm gonna have to do it if I'm gonna try to continue turning as much as I want to turn.
Dust rise, workshop, alive, Dremel humming. Late spin, thoughts clearing while I'm drumming. Hand steady, chiseling souls from the grain. Wood spirits born, banish all the pain. Roach clips gleam, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic beauty glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away, dust therapy delight in the shop.
We're talking lathes. I'm missing important conversations here. I'm going for a new lathe before long. I need to know what I need to get.
Tools whisper secrets old as time. In the grain I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore.
Okay, there's my stir sticks. They're all dry.
Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut.
Oh, there you go, old path. That's gonna be nice.
Clips gleamed, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away, dust therapy delight.
That's what that old Explorer out there that don't want to go hardly no more. I got that in my Tahoe back when we got my back pay. Bought them used, but they were nice vehicles. Just drove the dang Explorer till the wheels fell off that damn thing. She never wanted to do no general maintenance to it. Did oil changes, but that was it.
In every shaving a relief I find. Wood spirits smile, they understand. In this workshop, I'm a healed man. Out in the shop where the sawdust flies, epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow. Grumpy's
Dog's barking
magic, it's a chill kind of show. Medication rolled up tight tonight.
Barking at us. He don't bark. He goes to barking something's out there. He got a big old, he looks like a bloodhound. He got that big old deep bark. I got earbuds in both ears and I hear him barking. Something's out there. What is he barking at? I don't see nothing outside. Oh, there it is. Barking is awesome.
This is so long, would never behind bars. Medication rolled up tight tonight.
Sorry, y'all, my alarm systems are going off, so I have to investigate. Ain't no better alarm system than dogs. And you pay attention to your dogs and you listen to what they bark at and how they act all the time, and you know when they bark in a certain way, yeah, there's something there. Go check it out. And yeah, the neighbor's son showed up in a different vehicle. So my neighbor on one side of me and then the neighbor's dog on the other side of me was the one that was barking. And like I said, he normally don't bark. He stays pretty quiet. Hey, good morning, Flutter. Oh, where'd they go? Just ate the blanks that I did up yesterday. I guess I can put them down just as I ain't doing much of nothing. That was the leftover epoxy. I put it in a lighter case. And then this was the black and purple is what I went with. And it's the neon purple, but I put some glow pigment in there. And I'm realizing when I add that glow pigment in there with that neon that it distorts the brightness of the neon a little bit. But they glow in the dark. Sometimes them little ones will bark at the daggone acorn hitting the ground though. I don't mind them barking. I don't like it when they bark at every little thing. You know, and then it's like, okay, bark, let me know something's out there. That once I, you know, acknowledge that bark, settle down. You know, you don't have to go crazy the whole time. The little dogs, they wrap up and just go crazy. But we have a balance. I have a little old Chihuahua, and so that's my little dog. And then Pepper, she's just Pepper. You know, I feel for the boogeyman that wants to come in and mess with us. That's all I can say. She is very protective, and she's social, but she's not social. She's gonna bark and be all protective and on edge until I'm standing right there and she comes up smells you and gets to know you. She's not one of them dogs that you can just let her smell your hand and then go to petting her head real fast. No, she'll jump back and she might bite. You do that, but she gets to know you. You know, you give her a few minutes to smell you and feel your energy, then she's good to go. Yeah, thank you. That's what colors are in the stick. It's that purple and black are in all three of the sticks. It's just the way they mix up, you know. Man, I hate it when the dispensary shorts me. I guess they don't expect people to go home and weigh their stuff, but man, the dispensary's still the dope man. You still got to weigh your stuff. Well, I mean, you think about all the little cartoons and stuff. They have all the little dogs jumping and hopping and stuff when they bark, and they model that stuff after real dogs. They just ripping you off legally now, right? I guess that's what I'm fixing to do now, y'all, is slap some more blanks together. I want to get on the lathe and play, but when I get on there and do all that spinning in the morning times, that whoops me for doing anything else during the day. You know, I'm pretty much done. I sit here and hurt and think about what I need to do and don't get a damn thing done.
Spins the lathe, spaceship hum in the air, epoxy shining bright colors.
What's some crazy color combinations y'all might throw into a mix?
Roach clips, crafted art, never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades.
Ooh, and springtime is coming. That means the yard needs to be mowed. I didn't do no raking this year. When the leaves dropped, I normally rake twice. Nah, I didn't do it this year. The wife would normally get out there and help me, but we ain't been in that form of communication. Violet and rose. Purple, lavender. Mr. Johnny, I got some, I just did the purple and, well, not purple. What did I do? Flip, what colors? What are them colors? Laguna blue. And, yeah, it was purple, wasn't it? I don't know. I have to go back and look. Those. I just did that right there. It's got the white, the blue. Plum. I think it was it plum in that one? I don't remember what the other color was. Just poured them too. Ain't that bad, y'all. That's why I got notebooks. Yeah, what did I say? We'll have dementia one day. Oh. If it wasn't plum, it was regular purple. It wasn't the fluorescent purple. I mean the neon purple, but yellow, black, and purple. Oh yeah, there you go. Yellow, black, and purple. That would be a nice twist right there. That might be a winning combination. We just played with purple and black, but I won't use the neon purple. I'll use, ooh, wait a minute. I might. Let's see. Where we go?
Crafted art never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
This will be a little bit bright.
Constellations in the dust.
I won't put no glow powder in
this. Or I might put glow powder in this. I don't know. I can't stay away from the glow. Zeus is out there raising heck again. Black. Now, do I want... This black's got like a silver... Let's see. That's the Let's Resin black. Open. Yeah. It don't close too good, does it? I think these blacks are different. This is a darker black. This has got more pearlescence, more flash to it. This has got like almost a green kind of color. And to my eyes, the way my color blindness looks, I see a green hue on that black with the flash. This black, I don't get that flash at all. That means there's not going to be that much pearlescence in there. See y'all? The brain goes to skipping and jumping. I get too many choices. I need 5 or 6 pressure pots, 3 or 4 more grumpies, a bunch of epoxy that we just mix all the colors. Just do them all. Oh, snot, y'all.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the night. The epoxy flows, a neon flight. From roach clips to a lighter case.
And I need to get some Let's Resin glow in the dark pigment, because these little containers is my glow in the dark, and I'm about out of everything. We're gonna go with the more shimmer. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night. Every flick and every shine puts the weight of the world in decline. Carving joy in the form of waves, epoxy flowing like dreams he saves. Oh, Grumpy, carve it all. Hold on. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite, glowing bold through every night. Okay. All right, Sid, have a good day. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, now, I have never... Okay, Pilado, would your first name be Roy? Trying to put this together here, that confused me. Yes, that's Roy. Okay, okay, cool. I've never heard nobody call you by your first name, so I wasn't sure. I like to try to learn everybody's first names. And I am bad with names, so it takes me a hot minute. That's one of my notebooks. I honestly have daggum channel names and actual names wrote down, or what people prefer to be called, you know, for their channel and whatnot. Because some people don't want their real names brought up, and then some people would rather go by their names versus their channel names. Alright, oh, what time is it? 7 o'clock. Yeah, I remember that now, because you told me so. Your damn, that's right. I'm sorry, because your channel got, or the Heidi one got hacked or whatever, and y'all had to come out with a new one.
Make the energy glow.
Her account was messed with, yeah.
Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the
Oh, Pat, do you ever bust up pallets for wood? I think some of those runners on pallets is good oak that's not pressure treated. You know, you have to look and see, some of it's pressure treated, some of it's not. But I think that's where Mr. Ray got some of the oak that he sent me. I think it was repurposed off some pallets. I got some crepe myrtle. What is the best way to dry out crepe myrtle, y'all? I got a nice chunk of crepe myrtle. I want to dry it, but I don't want the stuff to split on me. Oh yeah, it's springtime, so my neighbor does, what's he doing? He's driving his tractor down the damn road. Oh no, did UPS hit his water line? I bet they did. That was FedEx. I got that on camera. Sorry y'all, squirrel. Where's he going with a tractor? My neighbor's got a lawn maintenance, and then he's got a little tiny, kind of like a little Bobcat, Kubota, little excavator, but it's tiny. He's taking it to his property. Oh, okay, cool. He's got property beside me and property across the street from me. His mom and dad used to live down on, and it's a long kind of private driveway going to it. And FedEx cuts up in there every now and then, and his water line's right on the edge of the driveway, so I thought they might have hit that, but no. But anyway, back to what I was saying a second ago. This is a piece of crepe myrtle that was brought to me, and it was solid when my buddy brought it to me. And sitting in, and it's been inside in my garage, and it dried and split all the way down. Deep split in there. Well, I have a bigger piece of crepe myrtle outside that my other neighbor buddy brought to me. and I want it to dry out without splitting. I was curious what I need to do. Can I spray paint the ends of that, or with crepe myrtle being the kind of wood as it is, do I need to spray the whole piece of wood to seal it up so it dries slower? All right, y'all, let me get to mixing this epoxy. I'm just babbling, sitting here looking at the screen. All right.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight touch. Fingers smooth by the glow so much. Each piece carved under UV skies. Epoxy dreams where the magic lies. Lighter cases with a neon spark. Roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare. A secret glow humming soft in the
Y'all,
air.
I have a critter that wanted to become part of a lighter case, I guess. My cases are sitting out here on top of my box, and I got a moth that climbed into one of them and died, and I guess he wanted to become the next lighter. That would have been cool to leave him in there. I guess put a translucent epoxy on top of him. All right, we got to clean that case up. Can't use that one. Lighter case songs as I'm playing with lighter cases. Go figure. See, it's everything happens for a reason. I'm supposed to be making some more lighter cases.
The pour of resin whispers calm. Healing hands holding steady balm.
I use this yet.
It's not just art, it's Grumpy's fight. Taming pain with this glowing light. Epoxy alive.
That yellow is gonna be bright.
LaidBak groove
Goodness.
you'll never outgrow. Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides. Carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Phone down here so I can put some chat. Come on. Oh, I ain't got nowhere to set this morning. There we go. Hey, good morning, PK. Oh. Hey, PK. This is the Let's see. Let me grab them. Colors that we did yesterday. Go on, little bug. This is what they come out as. Not bad. We're gonna go with purple, yellow, and black. I'm gonna throw those in the mold or in the mix and do some molds for those.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight touch. Fingers smooth by the glow so much.
Yeah, just get these out, get these ready.
Under UV skies, epoxy dreams where the magic lies.
Put that one. That one.
Lighter cases with the neon spark. Roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare. A secret glow humming soft in the air. Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides. Carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving all
Push
through
that
the
in
night.
there. Pull that off. Pull that off.
Unique
every twist a gem.
See, that extra little piece of cling wrap in the hole just makes it where the insert don't come out. It won't just straight float up out of there when I put the epoxy in there.
Holding steady bomb.
That's the main reason why. And then to keep it from the epoxy from bonding to the plug. Once I get some silicone plugs made, I won't need this daggone cling wrap and all that mess. It'll just be a lot easier.
Taming pain.
Hey, good morning, Derek. Mixing up some more blanks again today. My neck and back still bother me, so I want to play on the lathe, but that's what I was saying earlier. The more I play on the lathe and I'm looking down, standing up, it ruins me for the rest of the day.
Where the epoxy flows and
It's
the pain subsides.
I need to give myself a little break. So,
Anxiety melts in the UV light.
excuse me.
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Okay. And it'll be straighter. This damn shit ain't straight.
Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance in the haze.
I don't like this plug. This plug is crooked.
Mazes, workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase, aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling.
Oh, that one had chicken bone in it, it did.
Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle.
That's
Epoxy
bent.
drips
I like that, but it's
smoother than
bent.
a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, souls are
That's what I'm doing on my next order. I need to order some resin, but I want to try to spin an Alumilite blank before I order anything else. Because if I like the way the Alumilite spins, then I'm gonna order that resin next. But if it's hard for me to spin it without the negative rake tools, I'm not gonna order it yet until I get some negative rake tools. I'll just try to find the epoxy that I've been using, but last time I looked up the stuff that I'm using now, they didn't have it in the bigger containers. And I don't want to spend the money on the little containers. I'd rather buy it, try to buy it in bulk to save my money.
Therapy's a lace spin, roaches in the clip, brains in the finish hit, meditators trip, fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip, smoke signals rise in the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling, chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling, craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe, hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive.
Is she working? Hold on, y'all. What's up?
I didn't take the toothbrush and toothpaste.
Oh, you're going to work? Are you? Okay. I didn't know if you were working here or not. What you need? You got some here, don't you, or did you take it all? Hey.
Take this bag in here. I think this is
All right. Well, wasn't expecting her to be here this morning. It's okay though. Yeah, she had to come back on this side of town last night to stay at her parents'. She forgot her toothbrush and toothpaste.
Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop mystic hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truths tucked in the machine. Therapy's a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Grains in the finish hit, meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Keep the spark alive. Turns to laid, the resin spins wild. Epoxy roach clips, creativity compiled. Workshop smells like sawdust dreams. Aliens in the mist, we're chasing light beams. Eyes glazed ruby, medicated haze. Clouds part slow, it's a better phase. Chronic pain dying, anxiety.
I wish I could have kept that spark alive.
Soul feels complete. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. This the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide. Shavings hit the floor, rhythm of the grind. Lathe making magic, crafting peace of mind. Aliens peep through the hazy design. Who knew the roach clip could shine so fine? Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill press steady, bending the will. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. It's the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide. Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill press steady, bending the will. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night chill. Bliss ain't bought, it's a hands-on skill. Drill press steady, bending the will. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple, that late night. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. It's the tribe's creation, a moment to confide. Like, subscribe, let the sparks collide. Roach clips in the spotlight, taking a stance. UV epoxy, them stars in a jar, pulling in aliens, celestial bizarre. Hands like wizards, art ain't clone. Each piece breathing, got a soul of its own. Therapy in motion, let the shavings drop. Time disappears inside Grumpy's shop. Every line like a treasure map. Sawdust whispers where the planets overlap. Workshop magic, he be touching the void. Each clip glows deep, humanity employed. Grumpy locked in, world tuned out. Silence so heavy you could hear the grout. Crafting little galaxies, holding smokers tight. Roach clips glisten in eternal light.
Needed it while the compressor was pumping back up. You gotta get all that plugged up and ready. You got the blanks. Got the plugs ready. They say you don't have to spray these molds. It's supposed to be able to. It's supposed to work for several applications, but I know the way I had to fight to get these things out the first couple of times, and then just how easy they work now with the mold release. I spray this stuff in here each time I use it now. It's just a little squirt, a little shoot, I mean, a few seconds, so it'll last me pretty good. And I don't have to fight to get it out. So it's just better that way. The way my little thing works, my little cradle, I just pop it off on that side and you stick it through and then put the cap back on. And then they'll sit in them little divots. I just need to look down the pipe and make sure the insert didn't. When you stuff the plug down into the hole, it'll pull that cling wrap loose sometimes and kind of push the insert out of the little plug. So you gotta look, make sure it's straight. Just do your due diligence, as they say. And then the caps is just to make sure that the plugs hold that epoxy in. And then I just stand it up in there. And then that's there. I'll pour my resin in there. I put that cradle in this little Tupperware, and I put that in my pressure pot. And that's how we do it. But now we need to I'm gonna put this inside the pressure pot and put the lid on it just to keep dust and stuff out of the tube. It's not that damn dusty out here, but that dust get in there and grab the sides of that mold release, and then it's gonna not release, right? Well, it's just over here. I need to make more coffee. I'm not going back inside right now. Excuse me. And with 3 colors, I'll stick with just my silicone cups today. And I just go back. I can see that, but try to darken that up just a touch. My marker's about dead. My marker ain't working no more. He's had his last day. I've been holding on to that one for a minute. Maybe it's this one that works better. I need to make some more coffee before I start doing this mixing. I gotta let my dogs out and make coffee before I start this mix.
Grumpy's in the shop, roach clip spinning off the lathe, herb rolled tight, that little flame kiss made in pain. I watch the smoke trace, art on the walls, crack frames, chip paint, ash in the tray. Still I feel sane. Every scar I got turned clay, shape into something I can't explain. It's an indica
Pepper, quit being a butthead.
weight in my chest, feel right. Made in pain, but I'm okay.
Hold on, Sparrow, I'll let you outside.
Away. If the aliens fly quick, that's fine. They can take grumpy, I'll still shine. Cause the art in the ash I lay always finds a way. Sativa in the morning, start the day slow. Coffee cup stained.
My alarm's going off, and I'm nowhere near my phone.
Picture on the counter in a rolling cone. Laugh lines deeper than the cuts on my hands. Still I twist my hurt into these little plans. If they beam me up past the rust and decay, I'll tag the stars with my name on the way.
I hear the alarm going off in the leaves.
Let the weight in my chest feel right. Made in pain, but I'm okay. Every hit take the hurt away. If the aliens fly quick, that's fine. They can take grumpy, I'll still shine. Cause the art in the ash I lay always finds a way.
Huh? Have a good day.
Lunchtime.
Out in the workshop, smell of sawdust, turning roach clips, crafting crust. Medicate, relax, it's a must. Dust therapy, so we trust. Lathe going wild, wood spins fast. Creation's a trip, time don't last. Chisel in hand, moments blast. Blocks of timber, future past. Hands steady, flow like a river. Carving life, the art it deliver. Workshop vibes, timber shiver. In that space, souls quiver. Power carving, taking shape. From rough logs, creations escape. Sculpting dreams, no red tape. In my world, no cape. Shavings fly, ideas thrive. From thought to wood, alive. Each piece, my heart arrive. Carved deep, won't deprive.
Y'all, I'm here. I know my live is boring this morning. Y'all got better stuff to do. Please go do it. But if you're hanging out with me, I greatly appreciate it. I'm not around my screen just at the moment. I come inside to make some coffee. If y'all heard, the wife showed up here this morning, the ex-wife, what the hell ever. We're still married until the judge says we're divorced, so yeah, the wife showed up this morning. That was a hiccup I didn't expect. It is what it is. So it's gonna take me a hot minute doing that damn epoxy. I'm not gonna be able to get up or nothing once I start. So we're gonna do our coffee refill right fast and throw some. Oh, come on, y'all need to go outside first. Let y'all outside shit. Come on, go. Pepper, go. Go.
Grumpy in the shop carving a New Year's leaf turns bright and true. Hands rough like bark, oh what a view. Wood burning dreams come into view. Smoking wood smell fills the air.
Oh man, getting him a diet this morning.
Without a care. Day moves along with a steady glare. In the shop he finds his flair. Chisel and hammer, they
Feed a little guy soft dog food. He's old, his mouth can't handle the crunchy stuff no more. And then big girl gets crunchy stuff, but I put just a touch of his soft food in her hard food and mix it up to make her think she's getting something special, you know, because that soft food just got that smell, you know, something different than what she eats. She loves it. And then she's like a damn kid. You make brownies or cake or something like that. The kids want to lick the spoons and stuff and get the batter off. Well, I let her lick the spoon from where I mix up the dog food. It's funny. Like I said, my dogs are spoiled. So I love my fur babies. In the shop he finds his flair. Come on, you ready to eat? Come on. Come here. Sparrow. Good girl. When I'm in the house sitting, and I sit in my chair, I get up out of my chair, get up and come in here just to get me something, make me something to drink or get a snack or something. She'll jump up and get right in my chair, knowing I'm gonna make her get down when I come back to it. So I'm just keeping it warm for you. I like to keep my damn shadow. Supposed to have been the wife's dog. She is my baby. The wife knows it too. And she made the comment the other day, well, I want to come by, I miss my puppies. And we might have to work out visitation or something. We didn't put that in the paperwork for the judge, so we'll have to figure that one out, right? No, we're being civil, so she can come and see the pups anytime she wants to. It's hurtful for me. It's hard. I said I don't want her to leave. I wish I could change everything to make her stay. I can't do nothing about it.
the strength unfolds in each carving, a story ready to be told. Laid
Hard to accept all that too. It just sucks.
secrets to keep, community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows,
It just sucks
carving
bad.
keeps us alive.
I could have done without her showing up today, that's for sure. That's what makes it harder. That just makes it so hard. Oh, where's my gloves at, y'all? Where did y'all put my gloves? Y'all hiding my stuff from me again now. I got my paper towels. To get my stack of paper towels ready in case I make a mess.
Roach clips shining, secrets to keep, community strong,
Oh.
rise and vibe. Healing flows.
And see, I should have been using these dang things from the get-go when I do my mixing and stuff. That way I don't make a big mess, right? I mean, hell, that's what they send them to you for. Oh. I'm all grumpy. I want her to come. I do want her to show up and come by, but she's got to leave. And it's like she's leaving all over again every time. I'm just a mess, y'all.
Grumpy's hands on the table, creating the spark, carving dreams in the wood straight from the heart. Each clip he makes glows under the moon, healing his soul with the rhythm and tune. Staying out of his head where the shadows
All right, Tim, you go have a good day, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with me.
away. Chronic fades as
Be safe doing that renovation.
medication flows, keeps the spirit.
You can't get no boo-boos, that way you can play in your shop when your shop's ready, right?
Roach clips shine and secrets to keep.
Just be safe.
Strong,
Oh.
we rise and vibe. Healing flows,
All right,
keeps us
gloves. You is what's holding me back right now. Where the heck are y'all hiding at?
The sawdust swirls like a little mystic fog, creativity barking like an ancient dog. Each cut a prayer, each chip a desire, building a world where the soul never tires. Hands made homes.
Bad thing about these gloves is they're large. They fit, but they don't stretch that good, so I got to be easy putting them on or I'm gonna rip them.
Each carving a story
I would get extra large, but for free, I'll use large.
never sleeps. Roach clips shine and secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
That's the only thing about the way I drink my coffee. I pour big old cups, and so it's gonna cool down, right? Then you can just pick it up and drink it. You get that fresh cup. It's hot. You can't just pick it up and drink it. Oh.
Carving old wood, hand steady with that stance. Transforming rough blocks into stories that dance. Epoxy dripping clips glowing like the stars.
Alright, y'all, I'm fixing to have to order some more resin. My buckets is getting, my jugs is getting low. Childproof locks on these things.
childproof stuff about makes it when you got sore hands, you can't get into that mess. Well, this is my part A. I'm going to put half a cup of part A, half a cup of part B. And start the mixing.
Laid back in the zone, floating on a cloud. Fingers know the rhythm of the knife in the grain. Healing ain't a pill, it's the work that sustains.
Smoke rise up, let the pain fade away. Aliens in the plumes lighten up the gray. Rolled medication, keep the grinding at bay. Crafting with our hands, this art never betrayed.
Try to get all the dribbles in them dribbles and make that line. They'll fill you up past that line.
In them endless nights, wood grains tell of a time before pain hit. Carving stories sharper than the blades I equip.
Come on, we want that last drop. We don't want to waste none of this mess. Jim. And then I'll wipe off my that's why I try to get that last drop. I wipe off the the rim of the jug. Is if you don't, you put the cap on, set it down, and it's gonna run down the edge of your jug, you know, and you're gonna have a water resin, you know, a dribble of resin or whatever on the floor or wherever you put it. So, and this stuff is sticky. It's like glitter, you know. That stuff is. You get one little drop in one spot, and the next thing you know, it's flipping everywhere.
Chisel sharp, carving true from wood. Epoxy roach clips hold the vibe like they should. Medication roll, tension starts to unfurl. Aliens red-eyed orbit.
Part A is a little bit thinner than Part B, but it's supposed to be a 1-to-1 mix.
Shade strong, working through the fight. In the shavings, find the light. Crafted and steady like a beat that don't quit. Laid back ambition, each piece a perfect fit. Tools vibrate.
They said they got little little pump, little hand pumps that'll go in these bottles where you can, you know, if you were doing just a little bit of resin, you know, pump wouldn't be that bad. But to sit there and hand pump half a cup of that resin out, oh my goodness, that takes forever. When I first bought the stuff, I was using the little hand pumps, but that just, it takes an awful long time. Alcohol wipes. We about started without knowing where those were. Alcohol wipes, paper towels are your best friend. And then it's 7:47. This says 40-minute work time, but we don't go by the work time, we go by the temperature. I got my temperature gun right here. Like I said, I'll start mixing it, get it mixed up, and I'll wait till it hits about 90. I go off about 90 degrees and I'll separate. I follow Mr. Jake Thompson with his Alumilite. I kind of go by his recipe on the temperature, but he'll go right there at 90 to 100 degrees before he starts his pour. But I know that I can get to 118 before I pour because I've done it before. But that's just, I get real anxious when it starts getting that hot. I don't want it to cure up on me in the cups or without it going through the pressure pot because I don't want no bubbles in it.
Tools vibrate knowledge while the sawdust fell. Trippy hour telling stories, no need to yell. Robbie's therapy in every groove, every ride. Carbon soothes the soul, keeps the pain outside. Shade strong, working through the fight. In the shavings, find the light.
Scrape the sides of your cups good too, you know, to make sure you get all that resin off and get it all blended together.
Grumpy's got the sight. Imagination is a spark burning all night. Soul in the carvings, no machine can replace. Breath of life in the detail, steady pace. stories, hand steady blade knows the grain. Epoxy roach clips curing pain, insane. Medication tight, wrapped in cosmic delight. Aliens red-eyed, tripping through the night. Subscribe to the vibes where carving comes alive. Therapy in
She's been
motion,
crying.
mood starts to jive. A grumpy soul
You see it in her
engaged,
eyes.
crying. Pain no longer whispers, it's left far behind.
She don't like going back to her parents. She got some demons that she has to deal with when she goes over there. She don't like going. She was crying last night that she had to go, and I could see it in her eyes. She cried all night, I guess.
Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Inhale the art, exhale the stress. Grumps in the shop,
Right.
always feeling blessed. From rough to smooth, chisels never lie. Epoxy roach clips, vibes up to the sky. Roll tight, aliens in red eye.
Oh, I wish I could make it all better, y'all. Oh, I wish I could go back and fix that day.
In the grain, the world fades to black. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, Grumpy's crafting nights. Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, Grumpy's crafting nights. Epoxy dreams under starry lights.
$71. Do the damn thing. Good morning, sir. How you doing? We're mixing up some epoxy again. This is boring and takes forever, but that's how I get my awesome blinks. And let's see, William from the Shop's Workshop suggested the yellow, purple, and black. And I think that's gonna be a cool mix. So I'm doing the neon yellow, the neon purple, and mica black from Less Resin. Let's see what kind of cool mix we get. Yes, sir. Thank you. Double tap that screen, all that good YouTube stuff. How does Wowie say it? Let's make that algorithm hamster happy. That's just cool. Too cool. I love his little algae. All right, Roy. I know that's your name now, sir. So I can't butcher Roy. So I want to call you Roy if you don't mind. I didn't know that was your first name. I apologize. I think to highlight the tag, you just type it in the way it is, or just copy it and paste it down there. Get the @ and the name in there.
Stars dripping down, bathing us at night. Grumpy's therapy.
She just come back. Please don't be back.
In the grain, the world fades to black. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve,
So do I say it correctly when I say it? No, pay lotto. Okay, pay lotto. Pay, like paycheck, pay law, pay lotto, pay lotto. Or I don't hold out my letters long enough when I say it, I guess. Pay lotto. Okay. Pay lotto. Well, which do you prefer? Do you want me to, go by Paleto? Hey, Lord, I can't say it right. See, because I've been saying it wrong. That's just it. I said it wrong so damn long. Knowing how to say it right, I'm not going to get it right. Oh, it's just crazy ass grumpy, y'all. I'm sorry. Clips gleaming, earthy feel, dust therapy slow, these wounds I seal. That's what's always slowed me down is my vocabulary and pronunciation and stuff, because it messes with me whenever, like if I'm reading books or something, I won't know how to say a word correctly, and I'll make up my own saying for it, and then I'll do that 3 or 4 different times, and so I'm remembering it 3 or 4 different ways, and yeah, I just confuse myself. I do pretty good at that though. I just want to be respectful and say it correctly. It's like that rhododendron. Yeah, that word messes with me too. Say so. I was gonna say I've been called worse too. I answer to a lot of stuff. Curls high, mind's medication. In my little corner, find salvation. Messes with me in chat too when I'm trying to type in chat. I use that autocorrect a whole lot. Or spell check or whatever you say. Oh. Alright, 75. Them are yeah, I'm telling you, like that, it still don't work. My R's and my W's have always whooped me. My doctor tells me I have to go to, tells me I need to go to speech therapy for my swallowing issues. He calls it nasal regurgitation is what they're calling it. But when I swallow and it goes into my sinuses instead of down my throat, I didn't start doing that until I had my neck fusion. And it was real bad at first, but then it, I guess when swelling and everything went down, it eased back up. But it does it all the time. I mean, when I'm drinking every day, with my food, a couple of times a week, it'll try to go up into my nose. And so he sent me to the throat nose specialist, and he says, "Oh yeah, I can do surgery." And I'm like, "Do what?" The way he described it, when you swallow, now wascally wabbit, I can say that. But the way the doctor described it, when you swallow, say, this is your tongue side of your throat, and this is the back of your throat along your neck, your spine. You have a ridge of muscle that works kind of like a snake body. It forms like a wave. Like when you swallow, it bumps up on your skin like a bubble and forms a wave and pushes stuff down. It says mine's not coming out and forming quickly enough, and that the surgery that they could do is kind of like Botox. He could go in there basically and inject a spot into my throat and make a wave. And I'm like, I don't want all that, you know. What if you do it too big or you make it wrong or, you know. And so, yeah. I will go to speech therapy before I let some crazy guy stick me in the damn back of the throat with a needle.
Aliens cheer behind the veil. In his carvings, dreams prevail. Epoxy drip like tears from the moon's face, carving out demons, every line leaves a trace. Lighter cases sparkle like galactic chimes, roach clips hold dreams from other times. Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane, therapy with the blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that light, they beam up your night. Hand steady, but the thoughts go.
They said when I said Botox, he cut me off on that. The Botox, I guess, kind of deadens the area so it won't wrinkle. So it's a little opposite than Botox, but it's to that extent, you know, using like a collagen filler or some sorts to fill in the area to give you that ridge. I can't remember what he called it. But yeah, it's like, no, I'm good. But it sucks. I've had a Cheerio stuck in my sinuses for a few days and just walk around. That's all I smell was Cheerio. Yeah, it's crazy. I guess I could use it to my advantage and become one of those magicians that swallow stuff and then spit it back out their nose. Because I'm halfway there, right? Oh, let me tell y'all, it just sucks. You're eating something spicy and that stuff goes into your sinuses instead of going down your throat. That spice is in your sinuses, so my sinuses will burn for a hot minute and stuff. It's a mess.
Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain bleeding stories so beguiled.
I need to get one of the those neti pots they call them, where they do that saline rinse to your sinuses. I feel like I'm drowning myself. I've tried to do that before and it didn't work out too good. But I need to learn how to do that so when stuff does get in my sinuses, I can wash it out at least. Well, it's what it is when they did the surgery. It's when they did my fusion for my neck, you know, they had to get my throat and everything. They had to push my esophagus to the side, you know, and all that shit's still hooked up. So I guess they stretched and strained those muscles to a degree so he could get to where he needed to work, you know, because I got 3, 4, and 5 in my neck fused. So they got the plate, or let's see, I guess, how did he describe it? The rod going through and then the plates that connect it all. You know, he had to get in there and put that in. And then when your neck's supposed to have some natural curvature, and when he went in to fuse my neck, I didn't have no curvature. All my stuff pretty much went straight. So they throwed the curvature to it and then fused it all. You know, so I was going so long, I guess, with my muscles used to it being like that, you know, and then when they put that curvature, that put that slope to my esophagus and all back, you know, and so it's a matter of, I guess, my body trying to correct itself. You know, I don't know. I know that's just what scares me. That's why I don't want to go back to the neurologist with my neck now. Ooh, we're at 80.
heavy load. Every sculpture a testament, pain left behind. Sharp edges softened in the solace we find. Grumpy's workshop where the stories survive. Healing through carving where the spirits revive. They'll settle slow, cloud my thoughts in song. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grumpy's hands of wisdom, shaping tales so pro.
Yeah, my neck's been bothering me bad for about 3 or 4 months. I just too scared to go back to him. One, I don't trust the damn guy. And two, I'm just scared. I do not want to have another surgery on my neck. It scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It scares me bad. I mean, I survived the first one, but man. I didn't have anxiety like that with my back surgery. My back surgery, I was watching videos and all kind of crap about it before I ever even had it done. You know, my neck surgery, I didn't even want to talk about that mess. It straight scared me bad. I didn't want nothing to do with it, but had no choice. As my primary says, your head's gonna fall off your shoulders if you don't have it done there, buddy. It ain't that bad. He said, yeah, it is. My last experience with my doctor, I was having issues with my neck, not like I am now, but I was having pains and discomforts real bad, and I had it a few times after my surgery. I guess that he was looking at me as the little boy that cried wolf, because like, man, something ain't right, and they do an x-ray. He's like, dude, you're okay, you're just getting used to the hardware, you know. Bad storms would get close by. Oh my gosh, the pressure drop, it would go to hurting so flipping bad I thought something was breaking. And do another x-ray. Sir, I swear to you, my hardware is not moving. You are fine. I'm like, okay. You know, and then it was about a year later, I go in, neck's bothering me. The stenosis is back because you can hear the Rice Krispies when you turn your head around. You can hear the crackling inside your ears. It's not audible outside to anybody else, but I can hear it in my head, in my ears when I turn. You know, and that's what I had before my fusion. That was the stenosis, and that's blocking off the spinal fluid from flowing. You know, and I hear that coming back. You know, so I go see him. He sends me for an MRI this time. He gets the MRI report and says, yeah, you need to come in, but I'm busy. I can't get you in for 3 months. He says, you need to go here in the meantime and see if they can give you some relief. He is sending me to pain management. Well, I don't do the pain pills, you know, so when I go to pain management, that's the first thing they start telling. They want to give me a cup and tell me I need a piss in a cup. And I'm like, yo, I'm not here for pills. I says, I'll pee in your cup all day long, but I'm telling you, it's going to test positive for THC. I said, that's my medicine these days. And so they set me up for trigger injections to try to see if I was a candidate for the nerve ablation in my neck. And I went through all that stuff, did their shots and their tests and stuff, and then they tell me, no, I'm not a candidate for the nerve ablation. Then by the time I go see the neurologist, he's looking at my file and he says, well, why did you go to these pain management people? I'm like, because you sent me there? He's like, oh no, I don't like these people. I wouldn't have referred you there. I'm thinking, your office called me and told me that's where I need to go there, buddy. You know, and then he tells me, well, I just don't think there's nothing wrong with you. Do you think you might have fibromyalgia? Have you seen a rheumatologist? I'm like, well, if you don't think there's nothing wrong with me, why the hell did you send me to the pain management people for them to stick me in my neck for 3 months? You know, so yeah, with that experience with him alone, I don't have the trust for him no more. And the bad thing about it is, as long as he's alive, he's going to be the only one that's supposed to mess with my neck, because it's his hardware that's there now. So I don't think any other doctor is going to want to do anything to it unless he refuses to. You know, so I have to go back to that guy.
Mind twist, bad shit, insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through
85. We're getting there, y'all.
Yoda's vibes just right. Hit that like they beam up your night.
Hey, Steve. Good morning, buddy. Mixing up some more blanks. I'll show you what we got done yesterday. This is the colors that we did, black and purple from yesterday. I tried to swirl it in there with my little stir stick. I got to mix this. I'm going to try to stir these better. I'm afraid that I'm going to mud it up too bad when I try to mix it up. But I got 3 blanks made like that and then 1 lighter cover. The lighter covers are pretty cool. I picked that up from Jordy Johnson. He did that on his channel. He had the little lighter molds and poured his epoxy and stuff in there, and then he power carves his like this and does does the wood spirits and stuff. But I'll do the same thing with some of mine. I get $20 a piece for them though. They're not bad. They sell pretty good.
To a polished piece, handcrafted love, emotions released. Each design reflects a state of mind, artistry in every grain you'll find. Slices of life embedded in
Thank you. These are gonna be, we're gonna go with the neon purple and yellow, or lemon as I call it, and then regular black mica. I'm gonna do the 3 combos in this time. See how they turn out. Yeah, I submitted me an email to a laser company the other day, trying to see if they'll sponsor me in a cheap laser. I told them that, you know, I'm brand new, never used a laser, an engraver, or nothing before. Want to buy one, gonna buy one, but would love it if they would sponsor me in one, and I would do videos and stuff like that and document my learning process along the way. I was looking at their website and they had the little AI chat in the bottom corner, and so I just messaged the little chat, was asking if I had any questions and stuff. I said, yeah, do y'all sponsor? And they came back with like a 3-paragraph answer saying, oh yeah, we're all excited to do this, and had their marketing email and stuff in there sent to me. So what the heck, I tried. All they can do is say no or not respond, right? But the little laser thing, it was a small, I don't even remember the specs on it, but it was only like $160, and it wasn't a burner. You can't cut with it, but you can engrave with it. And it had a rolling system to where you could put pins in there and, you know, burn on the pin, and it would roll the pin around, or cups, or, you know, just small round projects and stuff. So I thought it would be neat. You know, I might be able to use something like that to help customize my roach clips. And then a little customization, and then the main thing I want to do is find something that works detailed enough that I can burn a small maker mark and a number to each one of my clips. I want to start numbering my clips. And I just can't hand number and burn stuff neat enough, and I don't want to make it an eyesore on the piece, but I would like to start numbering them all, because every one of them is unique, you know, and I'd like just, I don't know, I want to put a number to it. And then that would help me if I start making a website or something, you know. Then I say, okay, it's number 1, it's number 5, or, you know, whatever number they're looking for. Woo, all right, we're at 90.
Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and thrive.
I don't do letters and numbers too good with my wood burner. I've tried. when I put because my carvings and stuff, I'll initial them with the TR and then put the year on all those, you know. But when I go to wood burn that number, it's always a little sloppy and it don't look too pretty.
Every piece shines, ain't none counterfeit. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing.
Yeah, that little bitty gnat's flying in here again. I have a little pot on top of my box that I was starting the peppers and stuff in and putting outside last year. It's still got the soil in there. I think that's where they're coming from. So don't have no food, no fruit, nothing like that out here, and they look like little fruit gnats.
Dance under neon skies, here's your chance. Spark the joy, let those worries slide. Breathe in the vibe, let your soul collide. Grumpy's laid back carvings all through the night. Each one unique, glowing under UV light. Anxieties fade, pain takes a flight.
It's like a half a scoop.
Everything feels right.
This yellow is bright, y'all. Oh goodness.
On the lathe, turning roach clips exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover, mist thick like a foggy scroll. Eyes red, my meds in control, soul on patrol.
Alcohol white, because that stuff's sticking to this spoon.
Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic phase, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Shavings hit the floor, glitter like cosmic dust.
I bet I glow in the dark like nothing. Woo. I bet I glow in the dark everywhere. You throw me in the black light. Oh, little bug. You're gonna become one of them. Yup. That little guy wants to become immortalized in epoxy. He says, look, Mom, I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna become a roach clip.
Each roach clip's a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day.
I'm gonna do a spider like that one day. We get some crazy looking spiders out here. I call them little wolf spiders.
Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
I guess it's our little version of a tarantula. Fuzzy and mean looking little guys. Ugh. We got a bunch of them around here. All right, y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put, are they the same colors? Yeah. We got to get the mix in here. I needed to have the powders in there already. The main cup, I can't have that color ready, but I could have had the other ones ready, but it's kind of humid, so I didn't want to have it in there and it clump up on me and not mix, but hell, that damn, that's one thing now, the neon stuff clumps up anyway. That's a real fine powder. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They look like little fruit gnats. And then I am in my garage, you know, but like I said, there's no food out here. I don't leave no food or nothing out here. I don't want no damn mice or rats trying to come in here. So I don't want nothing to attract them. I love the pearlescence the black has. I don't know if y'all can see that in the camera or not. Building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. You gotta mix it good. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades. Oh, that yellow's not wanting to break up. There's clumps in it everywhere. My shoulder's burning. Vertical's gonna get you more views. You film, if you're, let's see, if you're filming off your phone in vertical, that's gonna shoot you straight to the short feeds. Well, I don't know about filming. I know going live, if you go live off your phone in vertical, that's gonna shoot you straight to shorts. Now, when you're recording your videos, the vertical, you're just in vertical view. You have to have your phone further away from you to get more of your picture in screen. You know, you go landscape or horizontal, then that's a better picture for everybody watching your video, I guess, because you can catch more detail and more of what you're doing in the shot when you're running landscape. This stuff is so clumpy. Can y'all see all the clumps in that? I don't want it clumpy in my blanks. I gotta get it mixed up. Oh, let me let that sit and soak in for a minute, maybe.
epoxy, drip slow, riverbeds in the resin. Grumpy's got the hands of a time-lost legend, carvings out of nightmares, dreams too sinister. Got the globe.
Well, that's just it. That's what the vertical does. Is you're losing half the sides of your picture. The way the aspect ratio, the way it puts it out in the video. Yeah. When you run the horizontal, you know, then it fills your screen. You don't have any voids, dead space, or whatever you want to call it.
Roach clips caught stars, pocket universe snug, spark aliens in the wood. Yo, pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen.
Ooh, my hand. My arm, my hand, going up in my shoulder. Oh, we're at 100 degrees almost too, y'all. Flippity flippities. We've gotten to 118 and been okay, but this neon powder, I love the neon color, but I gotta start mixing it when it's colder or something. It's staying clumpy. Might been that humidity. I told you that's humid. It's humid down here, so humidity might have clumped it up while it was sitting there. Oh, I hope that don't show up in the mold. Well, it's gonna, if it shows up in the mix, it's gonna make it look, hey Squash, it's gonna make it look like stars, like little specks. It'll give it that galaxy effect if it's translucent enough. But I was trying to mix it thick enough to where it wasn't translucent, because I want to use one of them for pin blanks, and I don't want to have to paint the inside of the blank. All right, y'all, we're fixing to pour it. Can't get the pieces to break up as good. I didn't put no purple glow in it this time. It's just straight neon purple. I added a little bit of glow to the yellow, so hopefully we'll have a little bit of glow action in the dark. With the yellow alone, it's damn sure gonna glow with the black light, you know, but it's just, you know, it's not gonna glow in the dark unless there's enough pigment in there from the glow. But the neon pigment might overtake it. I keep my big stir sticks. I wipe them off the best I can and then just let them dry. My little ones, I throw them away. Where's my mold? My mold's in the can. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna be able to set this up for y'all to watch me pour. Okay, well, we can try it again anyway. I say I'm not, and then here I am doing it. Ah! All right. Here we go. Ooh, I about dropped that yellow bucket. That would have been ugly.
Epoxy drips slow, riverbeds in the resin. Grumpy's got the hands of a time-lost legend. Carvings out of nightmares, dreams too sinister. Got the glow brighter than a lunar minister. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep us
I'm gonna do one of those dirty pours, they call it. Get all my colors ready and just pour them on top of one another. And then when I pour, it just however it comes out of the main cup is how it'll go into the tube. Yeah, I want to do that. Thinking I'll try that on my next go around. Then they have those little cups that are kind of like Jake Thompson's Fun Funnel. They're little silicone cups like this that are divided, and they all come together at the spout right there to where you can fill them up with your separate colors and then pour them all at one time. I want to get some of those. They're small. I want the Fun Funnel, but the Fun Funnel is just too big. I don't mix that much epoxy up at one time to pour.
Lighter cases, burning messages unwrapped. Grumpy, the artisan, his muse stay tapped. Epoxy oceans ripple, waves
The way I do them like this, I guess that little. Alright, trying to see how far we got in there, y'all.
Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Love you, buddy. Be careful. Have a good day. My boy heading out to class.
Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Roach clips, caught stars, pocket universe snug. Spark aliens in the wood, yo pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen. Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stained red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain, every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright.
Oh, we're getting close. Oof, don't spill. Don't spill. Come here. Yeah, I'll be throwing it in the pressure pot here in just a second. I'm trying to get this leftover into this case real quick. Then I'm gonna stir this around with my stick. And then I have a small pressure pot I'm gonna dump it all off into. I just don't want to waste any. Ah, that's too thick. That can stay in there. Thought I'd have enough for another mold, but I think we're just gonna stick with one again. All right, the lighter case is not gonna go inside anything, so we're done with that. That can sit there a minute. I got to try to stir this bees here. Now I got a little old bendy wire. We're gonna try to mix them up a little better this time than what I did yesterday. Stabbed in that one. Oh, don't drip everywhere. Go back in the mold. Come here. I don't have much room right here. Oh, don't go down the sides. Go in. Oh, we're making a mess. Ooh, we're making a mess. Gotta love this damn gum epoxy. I gotta get this in the pressure pot though. This is crucial. The hotter it gets, the less your colors mud together. That's the only good thing about the heat. But if you don't get it under pressure fast enough, it gets too hot, it starts setting. You're not gonna get rid of your bubbles. And you don't want bubbles when you go to putting it under the lathe. You know, you won't have a catastrophic blowout with epoxy or nothing, but it's just not gonna polish up as pretty because you're gonna have your bubbles and your polish is gonna try to hitchhike in the bubbles. Hey, ow, I just smacked the shit out of my... It's gonna get noisy here once the compressor kicks on though. I'll mute it real quick.
Grumpy in the workshop, hand steady on the lathe, carving out the roach clips, making moments brave. Epoxy resin shining bright under the light, aliens in the shadows grinning through the night. Medication smoky, mind floating real high, crafting with the cosmos under alien sky. Dust therapy, healing chronic pains goodbye. Grumpy's channel bright, catch that glowing vibe. Like and subscribe, join the playful ride through epoxy magic and celestial guides. Grumpy's got the cure for the pain inside, crafting with a purpose, let's take this stride. Roach clips gleam, green glow intense, cosmic connections, craftsman's sixth sense, aliens assist in the quiet fray. No more pain, just a brighter day. Followers finding solace in the stream, Grumpy's glowing, living the dream. No more dark, no more scream, epoxy lights a crafting beam. Like and subscribe to the vibes alive. Join the journey, let's all thrive. Grumpy's carvings, cosmic and wise, bright in the night with those sparkling eyes.
All right, y'all. I didn't get my leftover in the pressure pot. This cup normally goes in there too, but there's just a little bit of epoxy in there, so maybe it won't be too bubbly. Maybe the bubbles will rise on up to the top as it settles. But
Like and subscribe.
yeah, I think that's all that's gonna go in there.
Join
And now I can actually look at chat. Yeah. When they cure, they'll come right on out. I got a mold release in there, so they come out easier. Without the mold release, no, they don't just knock right on out. You can get them out, but it's a daggone workout. I was using some a homemade kind of mold release agent kind of deal. Vaseline, we say. It wasn't no homemade about it. It was just some DIY. I didn't mix it with no denatured alcohol or anything, so it didn't work as good as I wanted it to. But I bought an actual mold release and spray in those pipes now, and that works. I can push it out with my finger. If I have the mold release in there right, I can get it out with my hands. Where's my torch? You can get some air bubbles on the top of stuff, and you can pop them with your lighter or a torch. When creativity's alive, comment, like, sub before we hit hyperspace drive. Dust therapy hitting hands deep in the grit. Chronic pain flying gone in the thick of it. Craft shop vibing, you better hit subscribe. Those are gonna be some cool colors swirled up. Roll tight, take flight, the journey just begins. Epoxy kingdom endless with Grumpy and his friends. Alien voices. Let me get this out of the way and clean up my mess right here. My torch needs some more fuel. And I'll just let all this stuff cure in these little cups, and it'll all peel right out. That's what's cool about messing with that in the silicone cups, is I can reuse all that. Let's see. That's got resin and stuff on it. Yep, that's wet. That needs to sit somewhere and dry. See that epoxy? That stuff is like glitter. Excuse me. Once you get it somewhere, it will get every damn where. There's some on the floor right here. I'd have been walking and tracking that all over the place. It'd be all right. Set this over here to dry. Cure, dry, same difference. Is that an air bubble? Yep. That's gonna be some cool colors, the way that's gonna swirl. That's gonna make a cool case. I'll set this up here on the top of my shelf so it can be out of the way. Now I can get the gloves off. Alright, I'm fixing to get where I can see my chat better. I didn't get it everywhere too bad. See that neon? Ooh, that neon is just bright. The purple don't react bright, but the other colors, they react bright. So you have that on top with a little bit of glow powder in there. I'm hoping the glow powder will be enough to shine. It won't be as bright as the neon, but and then that's the clip that I need to tie that and polish the bottom. That's the one that I was turning for Wednesday's video, but I didn't hit the record button on half the damn footage. Hold on, y'all, I need to answer this. Local area code. All right, that's a good thing I muted that. Y'all would have heard a little bit of grumpy. You know, I don't mind bill collectors calling me if they're my bills and my bill collectors. I cannot stand it when somebody calls my phone number looking for somebody and this is not their phone number. I've had, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I've had bill collectors call. I've had this phone number for snot over 10 years. And there's 3 different names that's used this phone number in credit apps or applications or something. But I'll have different companies every now and then call me up looking for them. And it's like I go off on them. It's like, look, y'all need to do your skip tracing a little bit better. You need to take this number off of your information. You know, this has never been her number. Yeah. I'll give them a piece of old grumpy for a minute and then hang up on them. Where's my knife?
In the workshop where the sawdust flies, Grumpy's carving dreams under painted skies. Epoxy shines as the roach clips spin. Lathes in motion, let the art begin. Like and subscribe, what more?
I mean, I had them threatening to sue me one time. I had to do an actual digital, I say digital, it was an over-the-phone hearing to try to prove to these people that I'm not who they were saying I was. And I've gone to that remove numbers from registry lists and stuff 1,000 times. And my numbers are still there. That's still a little thick, I think, y'all. Trying to trim it down some. Is that thunder? The hell is that? Damn, is that a jet? Helicopter's coming. Can y'all hear that rumble? My microphone's probably not picking it up. Or whatever they call them come through here every now and then. Them things has got a hell of a rumble for the size they are. Squirrel, sorry y'all. Alright, now what do we got over here on the chat? Yeah, it's gonna look pretty cool. Shit, old Path, you could do it like I did. You ain't gotta buy no mold. It's hard to play with the swirl of the colors when you pour them in the pipe. That's the only downfall to the pipe. But man, that PVC pipe, you can get whatever size you want the mold to be and get a cap. Oh, you can't tap the bubbles out once it starts getting hot like that and thick. I mean, with it getting hot, the air bubbles rise to the top better. But as it gets hot, it gets real thick. And so they don't start rising much. They'll stay suspended. So I use that pressure pot. I bump it up to about 65 PSI. You gotta go off the PSI rating for your pot though. My pot can go, I say maximum 75. So I go to about 65 and leave it. And I have a little blow off valve on my pressure reader. So it's set to about 68. So it'll blow out at 68 if I'm not paying attention to it while it's filling up. Oh no, the wire on a drill, that would, you would stir it up too much. You do better just, you know, hand spinning it. We did 55 concrete bar, urethane hole. That's what I want to do, that to my floor. The floor in the house, I wanna pour my floor. I wanna pull up all the linoleum and get down to the concrete, scuff and clean up the concrete, paint it a base color, and then pour that self-leveling epoxy across the floor. Yup. Cheaper than tile, I think. Hey Amy, good morning. For $9, go with a mold. Yeah. You can do it with the square molds. I'm a tightwad. that's the best way I can say it. I'm a tightwad, right? No, you do a square blank, all right? You're gonna knock your corners off and you're gonna turn it round before you ever put your shapes and stuff to it, right? Well, now some designs on the lathe, you can turn them and leave the square, leave your corners and put your swoops and stuff into it. But most of the time, when you do a rectangular square blank, you're knocking it round before you ever start. Why did my volume get so different? Did I get louder, or my volume just sounds different to me all of a sudden? But anyway, you start off with your rectangle blank and you got your round blank. You're already, if you get you a good center mark on there and get set up center on your lathe, you're almost true already. Okay, and so you take that rectangle blank and you go knocking it true. All that corner that you're losing, if you sit there and cut that off, and keep that and put them together, that's almost a blank. You know, you're just missing a couple of, like, what, 2 more corners and you could have you a whole blank. You know, so that's just me. I want to save my epoxy. But I want to do the rectangles because, man, I know the swirling and coloring them and just that color pattern, it can be so much crazier. Nothing would have a handle. Well, no, you'd have to make your own handles. You had a lathe, everything would have a custom handle on it, yeah. Make it to fit your hand. That's what I like about these lighter cases, y'all. When I first started using it, it's like, man, that's big and bulky. But then after, using it for a little bit, when I pick up a lighter that's not in a case, it's so tiny in my hand, I can't hold it good. What is going on with my audio? Does my audio sound different to y'all? Is it just me? It might be these earbuds. I got new earbuds, so it might be the way I'm hearing it through the earbuds, but it got a whole different sound, a crisp sound and stuff to it. Oh, I bet that's what it is. I turned on the noise canceling. I'm just crazy, y'all. Don't pay me no damn attention.
Welcome to Grumpy's where the fun begins. Here to learn, carve, and make cool friends.
My pigtail
Remotes, buzz, and stress melts away. Catch every moment in a peaceful way. Whittle and tinker every single
I'm
day.
snapping my fingers and I can't hear the snaps, so yeah, so I think that's what it is. It's noise canceling's turned on. My mic has noise canceling, but these earbuds that I've got noise canceling on them now.
Subscribe for endless drive, carving peace side by side.
No tree branch is safe. There you go.
Shapes take form as stories bloom. Wooden dreams fill the room.
Well, I like the epoxy too. Is it's always going to be dry. You don't have to search for dry wood. I know you can spin wet wood, but you got to seal it pretty quick, don't you? Or you turn it and let it dry and then turn it again. I haven't really played with too much. I got that hemlock and that pear. I still got to spin that stuff down. I'm just whittling this down a little bit, y'all. I'm spinning it as I take my little shavings off. Trying to keep it symmetrical, but I need to thin it down just a little bit. It's just a little too thick.
Under the old oak tree, carvings are born. With each slash and groove, worries ain't torn. Let the blade guide you, no need to rush. Creativity blooms like a painter's brush. Smoke flows easy, anxieties fade. Roach clips in hand, troubles cascade, with spirits dancing under moonlight sway.
Yeah, the shine juice seals it up. Yeah, you turn it green and then to seal it, that way it don't dry out on you no more.
Let your spirit roam free in our carved sanctuary. Content your
Yeah, where's my thread?
feel the grain under fingertips, so fine.
1, 2, 3. I do 3 pulls. And when I say 3 pulls, I'll hold this spool about right here, center of my chest, and I'll grab it with my hand and extend my arm all the way out to the side, and I'll pull it 3 times like that. Grumpy, when you pour into your tubes, does it knock through or you cut the resin out? It knocks through. Pat, if you go back after this live's over, you go back to the very beginning of this live. I pulled out these guys right here. This is what they come out of my tube looking like that right there. And all I got to do is take that little cap that I slip on the bottom. That little cap will pull right off because it's just pressure fit. And then my plugs fit in there tight enough that the epoxy don't come out. The cap's just an extra precaution. And then with the mold release in the tube, I pull the cap off. I can push the mold. It don't just fall out, but I give it a little bit of pressure, but I can push them loose with my finger and push them right out. As long as I got that mold release in there. But I gotta have that mold release in there. If not, then I'm beating it with a hammer and a dowel rod.
I'll put a smaller dowel rod on top of the blank and then take a hammer and just go to wailing on it till it comes out. That's what I did on the first few that I did in the pipes. Like I said, I didn't have a proper mold release. I was using Vaseline. I tried to coat the inside of the pipe with Vaseline thinking that would keep the epoxy from bonding. It helped a little bit, but no. It was a workout. When I got that proper mold release for it, it was, like I said, I could separate it with my fingers in.
Ladies spinning life, spirits in disguise. Medicated smoke, wisdom in the skies. Dust therapy where the mind unwinds. Wooden treasures born, diamonds from the pines. Grumpy's hands craft ancient in their binds. Every cut precise, secrets in the lines. Wood spirits relax, whispers in each grain. Stories of the knots, pleasure in the pain. Sawdust trails behind, memories remain. Grumpy's laid back carvings, legends never wane. Patterns in the oak, whispers in the ash. Dark walnut dreams peeking through the stash. Cherry hearts beating, craftsmen not rash. In the cedar scent, silhouettes clash.
I said I used to do it with paper. I would take like index paper, like what's the word? Not cross. What's shit? What is the word? Oh heck, y'all! It's right here in my brain and I can't think of it. It's a hobby. Oh heck. Yeah, mold release helps 100%. When you take the construction cutouts and put them in daggum books and memory, what is that? I have had a complete flipping brain fart. My wife done it forever. Got books of it put together. Oh well. That paper that come out of there, it's like construction paper, but it's a little bit thicker, cardstock. And I used cardstock and then put packing tape all over it and used that as my molds. I would wrap that around a dowel rod, the size that I wanted my blank to be, and then wrap it real tight, tape it together, and then tape it again after that so it would be waterproof. So the epoxy scrapbook, that's it. Dang, I could not think of that word for nothing. All over the tip of my tongue. But scrapbook paper, that's what I was using because it's thicker. And then I would put packing tape across it to laminate it so the epoxy wouldn't bleed through it. And then I would wrap that around my dowel rod, tape that real tight. And then I would put that in this doohickey here. Put my inserts in there and then put my paper down in there and then hot glue it real good. But it was a pain in the butt and they don't last but one time. Wasting hot glue constantly, wasting paper, wasting tape. And so the pipe just works better. Sorry, y'all, keep getting out of camera. And I'm a tight wad, so that's where I went to the pipe because it's reusable. And eventually I will make my own silicone mold to do it all. I'm not sure, Pat. Let me see. I don't know. It's Stoner. It's a urethane mold release is what the bottle says. Prevents urethane parts from sticking, provides fast, easy part removal, multiple part releases per application, E236. I don't know what's in it.
All right, Matthew, have a good day, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. But yeah, cardstock, poster boards, all about the same. But I took in, just so the epoxy wouldn't bleed through it, and to keep it waterproof, I just laminated it with packing tape, you know, and then wrapped it around the dowel. And then once I had it wrapped up on the dowel real tight, I would duct tape the heck out of it and pretty much waterproof it that way. Duct tape or packing tape. Most of the time packing tape because it was cheaper. But with the pipe though, it works.
Late spins round in a smoky daze. Epoxy drips with a cosmic twist. Roach clips gleam like they've been kissed. Aliens hover in the workshop tonight. Colors swirl.
I gotta pick this mess up. My goofy dog will come in here and try to eat that crap off the floor. Dog eating some strings not good. Gonna have poop on a rope. Oh. Spam spray. It might work. I've tried it before on a different mold. It wasn't Pam. What did I use? Might have been that. I tried some kind of spray that I had. It didn't work too good. And then I'm like, okay, well, Vaseline will work. So I got the Vaseline and I heated it up with a heat gun a little bit and took a paper towel and got the paper towel just saturated with the Vaseline. And then I pushed the paper towel through the pipe from both ways a couple of times. And it helped a little bit, but that mold release is not, I mean, it's not cheap. It's like 15 bucks for a can, but it's just 3 little spritz like that in a pipe, and it's got plenty of mold release in there, so it's gonna last a good bit. And then it says that you can get multiple uses out of one application, but I don't want to have to beat and bang and fight that thing back out of the mold again. So every time I pour it, I'll just do a little spray and be done. I use plastic wrap to a degree when I'm setting my my plugs. Let's see. All right, this is just a piece of crepe myrtle I made my plug out of to hold my insert. Okay, and I'll wrap a little bit of tape around there to get it, because it's turned down just smaller than my pipe. So I put, you know, a wrap of masking tape on there, and then that'll plug right up in the hole nice. Right, well, when I go to put the insert in there, if I did that and then poured the epoxy on there, the epoxy is going to bond to that wood right there. So I put the cling wrap in there and then set the insert down through the cling wrap and then put the plug up in there like that, and then the epoxy bonds to the cling wrap instead of my plug. That way it separates when I'm done.
Creations rise. Like and subscribe for these groovy vibes.
But the packing tape will work to the same effect, because it won't, you know, the epoxy won't bond to it, so it'll separate off of it like that, like a plastic. All right, where's my stuff? Here we go for my plug, y'all. I have a Starbond affiliate link in my description. Y'all can click that, go to Starbond. Then I have a discount code Grumpy10, type capital letters, save you 10%. But yeah, Starbond is our glue. I use it for my pins. I use it for the CA finishes. I use it when I tie my clips here. My clip's secure. It's not gonna come off. But I put glue over it, super glue over it, just to protect the threads from breaking and fraying up. Because now them threads snap, you're gonna come unwrapped.
Medicine smokes the day away, clearing thoughts, carving clay. In this space we're galaxy bound, wooden stars with every round. Burning bright, the fire sings, carving dreams with wooden wings. Sniffing the smoke as he hums.
And I try not to let it drip off, but I'm not that fast this morning. I'll use the toothpick to walk it around to make sure it all soaks into the threads good. Like I said, it's just to protect the threads, you know, but then once it soaks in, then it's just bonded to the wood, the clip, you know, the metal, the wood, the thread. Just holds better. Just don't set it down in the glue that you spilled. See, we just glued the paper towel down that quick. I'm just taking off the excess right there.
Therapy in the wood, everything feels just right. Smoke my medication, got no stress in the night. Like and subscribe, join the tribe, feeling like the epoxy shining, glowing in the dark. Each spin, each cut leaves a perfect mark.
Then we got a little accelerator we spray on it, and boom, it's done.
Grumpy's work is art. Limited editions made with care and might. Roach clips and carvings, each one out of sight. Subscribers rolling in,
And then cat back on that. I love that Starbone glue, it works good. Paper towel stuck there. And then that's the neon. The neon with the glow powder in there. It come out pretty cool, I like that. Still got to sand and polish the bottom where I cut it and separated it off right there. But other than that, this one's done. And then it's got some glow to it. This is the one that it mudded up on me, or it looked like it mudded up on me when I mixed all the colors. But under the black light, it looks pretty cool. That's this blank right here. Keep 'em all in flight. All right, y'all. We did some more crazy today, but it's productive. I made some blanks, finished tying the clip. Didn't waste y'all's time completely. But thank you so much for hanging out. I am gonna shut down. Try to get some stuff straightened up and get some stuff figured out. I got some adulting I got to do that I don't want to do, but we all got to do it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today, y'all. I greatly appreciate it. I love all the support. But man, y'all have an awesome day. Stay awesome. Stay laid back. And remember, guys, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody. Y'all have an awesome day.
Bright lights, resin glowing over time. Crafting dreams, no worries on my mind. Laid back vibes, no need to rush. Epoxy and smoke, the perfect touch. Like and subscribe, get with the session. Grumpy's laid back carvings, no question. Therapy in the cloud, clear the tension. Rolling up art, pure satisfaction. UV light.